All right, YouTube. This is Blake again, and I got myself a PowKiddy V10. I really couldn't stop myself, after getting the past PowKiddy RGB 20SX, and I just fell in love with it. I felt like, this V10 is going to be the same situation, another kind of niche handset. It's a 3x2 screen, 3.5 inches. PowKiddy took a really interesting route with this unit. I mean, they've placed some big bezels, and I can understand why, because they, instead of going slim, they went wider, and it's definitely a lot more ergonomic. But those big bezels, it's like looking into an old CRT TV at times. It blends in, and then you forget about it. But sometimes just like, wow, okay, those are pretty big bezels. Another thing they did interesting on this unit, and something I wish they didn't do, is they put in an LED light right next to the screen, and it seems they did recognize that would be an issue. It's extremely dim, and I mean you notice it, but then again, it just kind of disappears or blends in. It is extremely dim LED. It's not like something that you buy the unit and it just destroys the entire unit there, where normally it would. But yeah, they made it extremely dim there. I wish they didn't put it there. I wish it was at the top, somewhere else other than the main real estate, the actual next to the screen area. But they did what they did there, so I don't know what else to say. Also, it doesn't come with any physical volume or up buttons. It actually uses shortcuts. So PowKiddy is using these function keys, these plus and minus keys, if you will, to be able to do functions, like increase the brightness, decrease or increase the volume. And there's issues with that, because you could be playing a game and you're trying to increase the volume, and your guy's going to the left or the right, and you're going to end up killing yourself depending on where you're located at. Give me a moment here. I know they have a manual with all these functions here. There it is. So they do, I don't know if you can see it. There it is. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer. Yeah, so you can see you got reset game, you got pause, you got enter the system menu, screenshot, save game, load game, game acceleration. This is all in the manual, so if you don't need to Google this to figure out what the function keys do or how to use the right combination to get things done, there it's in this manual here that PowKiddy PowKiddy had made here. Also, they had a really interesting thing in the manual about the low battery, where when the battery's low, the game console may experience screen flickering, sound jamming, and inability to start system. I'm not sure if that's normal at all, but yeah, it's in the manual. So if that ever happens, definitely go ahead and immediately charge the unit like it says in the manual there. But yeah, at first I didn't think this screen was 3.5 inches. I did measure it, and it's kind of hard to get on screen here, but if you start at right where the actual screen starts, it is a 3.5 inch unit, so rest assured it is 3.5 inches. But I'm gonna go ahead and start playing some games here. There's really nothing much to this Arc OS. I mean, the only thing I've seen or checked for is to see if there's any way to turn off the LED light. You can't. And then, some things in the system settings actually don't match up what it shows here. I mean, it just shows like a 95 brightness level and a 95 volume. But if you go into the system settings, it's like 2 or 3% off, which is kind of weird. But same thing with the battery level. I don't know what to say on that. Maybe it's a bug or something like that here. But yeah, it plays games really well. Game Boy Advance is amazing on the system. Obviously, it's full screen of the 3.5 inches. And, I've been playing F-Zero, Doom 2 on the Game Boy Advance. What was the other one here? Duke Nukem, a couple other games here, but it's not bad. The screen is not bad on the unit. It's just that, the brightness level, you can only get it so bright. I mean, I got it jacked up to 95, and it's with this bright light going on, I mean, you kind of had to. But yeah, it's definitely for indoor use. You're not going to take this outside, in my opinion. It's just not going to happen with the brightness levels there. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and play a V0 here in the Game Boy Advance, just really quick, just to kind of show you. Yeah, I don't know if the camera is really doing it justice here, but it's definitely a, gosh, should we play this? There it is. It is a, definitely pretty good here. Now, one thing that really stood out to me on this unit that PowKiddy just wowed me completely was on the D-pad and the buttons. Like, I was just shocked how good these are. These are definitely the best D-pad and buttons that I've tried, and I have so many units. Like, it was shocking. Like, they've did a reverse Uno card or just reverse themselves. Like, their weakness is now their strength on this unit. Like, the buttons and the D-pad are really good, and you know, I was shocked how good they are. Same thing with the start, the select, and the function keys. Now the back shoulder triggers they're okay, but they're nothing to write home about. You know, they're just, yeah, they're not bad. But yeah, definitely the controls of this unit. I know I've saw some people on Reddit there that were you know, getting RGB 30s after getting the PowKiddy V10, and then wonder why the controls are so bad. It's just PowKiddy is finally you know, recognized their weakness and fixed it out on this unit. And I feel like also in the RGB 20SX they did a you know, a tremendous job as well. They were it was a lot better than the RGB 30. I mean, wow, it's and it's, you know, it doesn't take much to get better than the RGB 30, but yeah, it was definitely a significant difference on the RGB 20SX. Now, it wasn't as good as this on the PowKiddy V10, the current D-pad and buttons here, but it's yeah, it's not bad. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this game. I don't think it's not even looking that good here, so let's see. So with the function to get out of a game, you just gotta hit the minus symbol and the start button to get out of the Arc OS there. I don't know, it's not really coming out so well on screen. I'm gonna try to zoom in better to see, because that V0 is just looking like blah. So let's try this again here. Let's play some Doom. Yeah, let's do some Doom here. 1 second, not Duke Nukem. Where are you, Doom? There's Doom 1. Let's play some Doom 1 here. See if this looks better on the screen. And then after this, we'll play some other games. Now, 4x3 games were just, I mean, I thought they were really good. I mean, the letterboxing is so small that it's just, you know, it's like you're playing on a native 4x3 screen. It's just so small. Like, it's just, you know, so small there. All right, this looks kind of better. Yeah, this looks better. Just to show you guys. Again, the screen's not bad, but it doesn't, you know, wow me or anything like that. It's an okay screen. Yeah, this D-pad's just a joy to use. Like, it's the same thing. Hitting the buttons just feels so great. Oh no! Well, I'll just take that to the face. I'll just take the other one to the face. Jeez, die for me! Ay ay ay. Oh no, I got no ammo. Alright, well, that's enough of Doom. That is enough of Doom there. Let's just get out of it. Yeah, so I mean, obviously you're probably most likely going to be playing, you know, Final Fantasy Tactics, or you know, Golden Sun or Advance Wars on this, you know, for Game Boy Advance games. But yeah, I mean, it looks great. Let's just go ahead and play a really quick Final Fantasy Tactics. Let's go ahead and go down to there, and then we'll get out of Game Boy Advance games here. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and play that. All right, I'm gonna see if I can load my save here. So to load a save, you wanna hit the minus function and then the, what is that, the L1 key. So let's see if we can, there it is, right there, back where I left off. Yeah, this is, yeah, let's just put this down. Oh, this reminds me, the mono speaker. Wow, it's really good. It is definitely really good. It's decent. So definitely was, impressed by the mono speaker. It gets really loud as well. Haven't even tried to max it out. It's plenty of speaker. I'm not gonna play this. I'm gonna get out of it, but you get what I'm saying here. Let's go ahead and play some 4x3 games here, and I'll show you guys what I was talking about. Now, Game Boy games. Wow, that is very disappointing. Very disappointing. The letterboxing is so bad that it's just not playable. Let's play something. Castlevania, my favorite Castlevania. Where are you? Yeah, let's go ahead and play the adventure here. Let's see what this is. Europe. All right, let's play that one. Actually, let's load my save here. And failed to load my save. Okay. Well, forget about my save. But let's go ahead and get in there. So this is a this is Game Boy Advance, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's not Game Boy Advance, Game Boy. I'm sorry, Game Boy, and you can see there's definitely some significant letterboxing. The screen kind of starts here, and then it goes right there. So there's definitely some letterboxing on it. I mean, it's definitely disappointing. It's playable, but it's still, yeah. I mean, it's. And I think there may be some pillar boxing going on here. At the bottom, maybe? No, it isn't. All right, it's just the giant bezels that are on this unit here. So yeah, no, just letterboxing. But yeah, it's pretty big letterboxing on Game Boy and Game Boy Color here. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, but wonderful D-pad and buttons. So playing this is just great. It's amazing. All right, I'm gonna hop out of here, play a 4x3 game. But yeah, definitely the letterboxing is way bigger on Game Boy and Game Boy Color. So it's just gonna be like that one thing you're not gonna want to play here, and it's kind of disappointing because this is like in a little Game Boy format, and Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Neo Pocket and Neo Pocket Color as well. Same situation, same kind of letterboxing. So. It is what it is. So if you're willing to play it, on this smaller size, let's see. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'll take a ruler to. Oh, geez. Well, whatever. Let's see if we can pause that really quick. Just see what this turns into. Oh no. And it looks like I have dropped my mic. Give me a moment, guys. All right, I got my mic back on. But yeah, let's see what this turns into with the letterboxing. What is this, like 3 inches? Yeah, it's like 3 inches. So you lose, a half an inch. So it's now, well, 1 second. It's 3 inches. Yeah, 3 inches. So it turns from a 3.5 inch to a 3-inch screen, with the letterboxing. So it's, I guess, if you're taking, measurements, I guess it's not bad since it goes from, 3 inch to 3.5 inch. And the letterboxing's on the left and right. So it's not, It's not like pillar boxing or both pillar boxing, letterbox in there. All right, let's get out of this. I'm gonna save this here first. So to save a state here, you just want to hit the minus key and then the R1 there. All right, let me exit out of this. All right, so yep, that was Game Boy, and it's the same thing with Game Boy Color. I'll try one game. Let's see. Yeah, let's do. Yeah, I mean, there's just plenty of them. Legend of Zelda: The Link, Link Awakening, or whatever it was. I don't know if I chose the right one here. I'm gonna see if I can do a save state. Yeah, all right, there it is. I have no life. Literally, I've got like half a heart here. But yeah, you can see same situation, just now in color, obviously. Yeah, so let's get out of this. I've already seen enough. All right, so let's go ahead and play SNES, which is a 4x3 game here. Now, this is all stock, by the way. I forgot to mention, this is all stock. This is the SD card that comes with it. I have not changed anything at all when it comes to this. And, you know, there's one system as well, MSX, which is a 3x2. I have not tried just yet. I mean, it's got to be full screen since, as far as I remember, MSX was 3x2. I did try some PlayStation 1. Again, it's a 4x3, but, you know, one or two games were letterboxing, pillar boxing. But again, it's just so small, letterboxing and pillar boxing, like the bezel's just like a milli-inch off of, you know, being full screen, that it's not an issue here. And I'll show you in a moment. But let's go ahead and play some SNES. And then, yeah, let's do top 100. And what should we play here? Not F-Zero. Yeah, let's just do regular Legend of Zelda. Man, that's kind of boring though. Yeah, anything exciting here? Contra 3, yeah. Yeah, I'm usually bad at this, but whatever. All right, let's just, and it's like I said, it's like the most smallest letterboxing. It starts from there to, like, you know, goes to there. I mean, I don't even think you can measure it, you know, with the actual, what is this, like 3/8, maybe 3/8. I know, not 3/8. Like, what is that? Yeah, it's smaller than 3/8, but it's, yeah, maybe 3/8, maybe 3/8. I can't really tell, but maybe 3/8 of an inch. It's just so small that it's like, you know, it's like you're playing on a native 4x3 screen. So playing on a 4x3 is really good here. Oh no, it's kind of, let me zoom out here. It's just, yeah, that's better. This will work. And then we'll play some Neo Geo here in a moment. Another, oh no. I'm really bad at this game. Yeah, but yeah, so that was SNES there, or Super Nintendo. So let's go ahead and get out of this. And it's going to be the same story for the rest of the 4x3. Again, they're all the same, you know, with the bezels here. But there was, you know, I was playing some PlayStation. I did see something interesting. There was some games that were doing pillar boxing. And it's always a PlayStation thing. You know, some games will pillar box. Others is just, you know, the regular letter boxing. I think it was Tekken 3 where I was seeing some actual pillar boxing. Obviously, when it starts, you don't see any pillar boxing, just the normal letter boxing here, but let me see if I see it. Oh, maybe I got another save here. Yeah, there it is. And yeah, I mean there's pillar box in there. I mean it's just so small. It's not even. It's more smaller than the letter boxing. I don't know. I don't know. I've seen this in you know, other than Tekken, this the other game that comes stock here, but the other 4x3 games were, you know, just regular letter boxing. But yeah, there's like the most tiniest pillar boxing I've ever seen. You know, when playing Tekken here. All right, let me see. Oh man, I don't know how I can get beat. You know, just press some buttons here. I should be able to easy win with Eddie. Oh no, come on. There it is. Yeah. All right, let me go ahead and save this here. All right. Oh no, what am I doing? Just look, Eddie, laughing there several times. But yeah, so I mean, it's, oh no, come on now. I did not want to do that. But yeah, I mean, there's the only thing, that's the only 4x3 system I've seen that has pillar boxing. It's only in like 1 or 2 games I've seen it, on at least the stock, what comes stock here. All right, let's play some MSX. I have not played any of these, but these are supposed to be 3x2, a 3x2 system here. And I'm just trying to see if there's anything I can play. Racing game sounds pretty good here. Antarctic Adventure. That really, it's got a 4 ratings, guys. It's 4 out of 5 stars. All right, let's try that out. All right, no, this is a regular 4x3 apparently, because you could see, no, this is even worse. Okay. I guess I was wrong about MSX. I guess it's, what is it, 10x9 maybe? Yeah, so this is looking like 10x9 because it's the same as the Game Boy and the letterbox in here. All right, let me see. I'm going to have to come back to this. Pico 8, the 1x1, man, it's not playable. Yeah, I think it's just too letterbox to play anything really. And then no, I don't have the, since it's stock, I haven't put the Pico 8 files on it just yet. So it's using the fake 08 emulator here. And then obviously this game is a game you can buy that it comes with. But yeah, this is really bad. Like it's like, what is this? So it's got both letterboxing and pillar boxing. Letterboxing is atrocious, and the pillar boxing is it's pretty, no, it's pretty big. But yeah, let's see, what is this, like 2 inches? 2 and 1/4 maybe? Yeah, 2 and 1/4. Guys, don't, 2 inches maybe. Yeah, 2 inches or 2 and 1. It looks. I know the camera looks like it's showing 2 inches. You know, these measurements may look weirder, but it's probably like 2 and 1/4 maybe to my eye. Let me see if I kind of look from the top. Yeah, 2 and 1/4 here. Maybe if I start not from the. Yeah, I mean it's. All right, let's just go with 2 inches. 2 inches here. I know the camera looks like it's 2 inches, but it looks so different with the measuring tape when I measure things here and look through the camera. But it's like 2 inches, 2 and 1/4 of an inch. So I mean, it's so tiny, very, very tiny. Oh man, I have not played this game, so, but I know it's really, really, you know, I heard it's a really awesome game here, Celeste. But yeah, let me just hop out of there. There's not much that comes here Pico 8 wise. I tried the other games and they just weren't, you know, they weren't good at all. So that comes stock with the lowest SD card here. There's other units here, but I think we kind of get the gist of it, you know, with what we can expect. I mean, the worst, obviously 1x1 is just unplayable. Game Boy is not bad. It goes to 3 inches, I guess. I mean, it's not something I would play on here when you have so many cheap units you can play Game Boy on that are, you know, 4x3 units. But not 4x3. I'm sorry. You know, other cheap units that can you know, do Game Boy and Game Boy Color here, you know, better. So yeah, I mean, it's other than that, I mean, plays 3x2 full screen, 4x3 still does amazing. So I think it's good for those systems. As for everything else, it's just, you know, maybe icing on the top. But if you're gonna get this unit, I don't think this is gonna be your starter handset or retro handheld. I'm sorry. You're definitely, this is like a niche handset. This is something just for the Game Boy Advance you're going to be getting, in my opinion. And that's if you want it on a small form factor. If not, I really do think you're better off with something like a Trim UI Smart Pro, playing Game Boy Advance, you know, like a 16:9 unit. And yeah, I do think a Trim UI Smart Pro would be, you know, better. But if you're looking for portability, and definitely it's ergonomical. I mean, this is definitely the unit to get. I know a lot of people in the reviews, you know, they were impressed, and you know, I'm impressed with the controls. Absolutely, these controls are fantastic. I'm just, you know, I'm looking forward to now PowKiddy handhelds with this D-pad and buttons, and then these function keys and these start and select keys. They just feel great, and this mono speaker was excellent in my opinion. So yeah, that's just the first impressions here of the unit. Oh, there is one other thing here I did see, was the battery of the unit. It's shows 3,000 milliamps, and the battery's glued in. It doesn't lift out. I mean, I didn't try to apply much force, but it's not something I recommend to try to pull out. And I feel like you're not going to have any issue with the, you know, the battery, you know, warming up the actual CPU of the unit, or the chipset, because, you know, it's separated by plastic, and I haven't really experienced any, you know, heat on the unit at all, and that's probably because, you know, it's separated by the battery, the compartment, and all that. Yeah, I haven't felt any heat here at all. And there's nothing, yeah, that you know, any heat I would normally feel on a handset, so that's good. You know, I mean, it doesn't get really warm or anything like that, so that's pretty good. But yeah, that's it, guys. If you guys liked the video, please like. Also, please subscribe. I am so close to hitting 500 subscribers. Last I checked, I was 120. And that would be much appreciated. It would definitely help me out, because once I hit 500, that does, you know, open up a lot of opportunities here on YouTube, and it would greatly help me out there. But yeah, you guys stay safe out there, and thank you for watching the video.